welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for game number 2 between ThePeons versus OnicGaming. And looks like the stream's being very stuttery for some reason. What's going on here? I don't know why it's been so stuttery. Hopefully it wasn't doing that during the game, otherwise I'll be very annoyed that my settings are messing up all over again for no apparent reason. Right, so a lot of my resettings reset again. Yeah, we go with an AI license. I think that works a little bit. Probably not. Even still. Right, let's do an actual introduction. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for game number 2 between ThePeons versus OnicGaming, who are one game up in this best of 2. So it's all for points. Doesn't really matter who wins or loses, but in the grand scheme of things. But obviously you need some points early on. And Onic have already secured the first one, so see if they're able to take this game number 2 or not. Or if the Peons are able to have a little think about what happened in that first game, maybe adjust their draft accordingly, or just come up with a new game plan. We'll have to wait and see what their first pick is going to be. And he's going to lead up there with the Hoodwink. Pretty solid hero. I mean, since the pros started picking this hero up, it's been banned and picked pretty much every single game. And it's just so strong. It's got a huge amount of versatility. You can play it as support, you can play it as a core. It's got lockdown, high amount of damage, good amount of maneuverability. It's just a well-rounded hero in general. But, I mean, I still think her arms are freakishly long when she pulls up her crossbow. Like, wait for it. Look at that. That looks freakishly long. I'm pretty sure that's not meant to be like that. But even still, pretty solid pickup anyway. I mean, most people seem to play as like a 5 or 4. This is general, so I imagine that's probably where this hero is going to end up being. We'll see what's all next hero they're going to get to pair up with, perhaps. They actually grabbed the Shadow Demon. Okay, so I'm guessing this is going to be a 5 Hoodwink then, and the Shadow Demon's going to be on the 4 roll. I mean, it could be the other way, but I mean, Shadow Demon's always sort of traditionally been a position 4. You give the hero like an ether lens, and he's always able to get your team out of binds from afar with the disruption save, as well as just being a real nuisance in the lane with the poison touch spam, shadow poison spam. That's the one. I got there in the end. I might just quickly restart Dota, just real quick, and see if maybe they'll sort the stuttering out. Don't worry, the Dote's restarts are relatively quick. Boom, we're back. And yeah, that's much better. So Dota was apparently being really weird for me then. But a quick restart fixes the problem. Hooray! And we didn't even miss anything. As OnicGaming is still deliberating about their second pick. Unless for some reason me rejoining then has pushed me back even further. Shouldn't be. No, I think I'm as far forward as I possibly can be. And it is going to be the Mars, the second pick up there for OnicGaming. Always a strong position 3. Especially paired up with a hero like the Snapfire, another one that has a stun to follow up with the Spear Initiation. Really devastating combo to go up against. So whatever sort of... I mean, that would then make a little bit more sense to have the Shadow Demon as the 5, perhaps. Like an early point into the Disruption will definitely get whichever position one they have out of any sort of particular bind, if they find themselves in one, that is. It also seems a bit weird just picking a Mars into a Shadow Demon as well. Because it's really hard to get like a long duration arena into spear combo onto any target, because the Shadow Demon's always going to be there to chuck a disruption down, completely disjoint the whole engagement, and give the potential for the whole squad to make a counterplay. But even still, the OnicGaming, they believe in the Mars, despite that. They're going to pick it up either way. But just look at these next set of bans. Once again, Peons taking away Hexen's Beastmaster. The PL getting taken out there. Meanwhile, OnicGaming taking out the Luna as well as the Morphling. So just focusing all down towards the position 1 on the side of Peons. But I mean, there's not a huge amount of data to go off of what sort of heroes these teams have been picking up in the past. We saw the Peons have ran like a Faceless Void before, which could see that coming out. It'll probably work better actually so far in OnicGaming lineup. It's always nice having the Chronosphere into the Mortimer's Kisses. It does a ridiculous amount of damage. I guess I'm just thinking about what sort of position 3 to pick up from Moyo this time. They could go for the Axe again. I don't think the Axe was like the incorrect pick. It just sort of got a little bit dumpstered in the lane. We'll see if they can do that. Cheers for the follow, Cosmo. Casting / commentary. Yes, I am doing both. The big multitasking wizard that I am. So I actually go for the Lifestealer. I always love a Lifestealer pick into a Mars, because in the early parts of the game, as well as into any sort of team fighters later on, you don't care about the arena whatsoever. You just pop your rage, you can run through the wall, back through the wall, around the wall, upside the wall, anywhere you want to go. The wall ain't going to do anything to stop you whatsoever. So pretty nice pick up there. Especially with the changes that they made to his skills. I think they took the hero a little bit out of popularity, but I still think he's pretty strong. Definitely a worthwhile pick in the correct matchup. They go for the Ancient Apparition as their second hero after the Mars. But immediate snap pick there of the Chikiro from Peons. I mean, the Chikiro works alright with the Hoodwink now, because the Macro Pyre does not destroy trees anymore, which I think is absolutely stupid. Like, that was one of the best things about the Macro Pyre, like Chikiro's ultimate, is the fact that it would create a massive line of destroyed trees, so it was perfect to find heroes hiding in there, like Tree and Protector or Monkey Kings, anything like that. Even opposing Hoodwinks, it was fantastic for that. But the fact that it doesn't destroy trees anymore sort of makes the hero a little bit garbage, which is sad, but hey ho. Ice Frog saw it necessary to slap Chikiro, so that's what he did. But they go for the Razor actually as their main carry. Pretty good hero that could just try and kite around the Lifestealer. As long as if you avoid that initial hit to get the slow on you, you can get the static link and just follow him around. Because even if he pops the Rage, there's no way you're stopping that damage drain from happening. You can't even go for like a Shadow Demon disruption save to try and disjoint it, because it still just carries on going it. You're not even in the game. You're not even in this world. Razor's still taking you down damage, which is broken, but it's strong. At least it doesn't whip you whilst in that mode though. If you would still be able to like do physical damage to you whilst you were disrupted or something, that would be truly busted, but luckily that's not the case. But it's looking like both teams are just missing their mid laner now. Unless actually, with the Chikiro pickup, that's going to be the 5, the Shadow Demon will be the 4. So this is probably going to be a core Hoodwink then. So it just depends if this is going to be a mid Hoodwink or a position 3 Hood. I think it could work as the position. Position 3 would be fine, because in the lane, I'm assuming it's going to be a safe lane Razor, is that you can pop your Scurry and just run into the trees, and there's no way for the Razors to follow you, so not going to be able to get that long duration damage drain. And with actually that Darkseer pickup, it's going to be a mid-Mars then. Yeah, mid-Mars in the hands of Hexen, which I think is something he used to run quite a long time ago. Well, I say quite a long time ago, like a few months ago. Seems like a long time ago to me. But yeah, we'll see how that pick ends up going for him. I'm assuming that's what it's going to be. And Hexen could be playing mid-Razor for all I know, and then position 1 Mars? Nah, it doesn't seem good. I'm sure it's going to be a pos 1 Mars. But Pango is the final pick up there from the Peons. I mean, they're sort of lacking... What? Top... Wait, what? What? Wait, Sharnoob's now on Shadow Demon, and Tommy's on Lifestealer. Have they just had a complete role reversal since that game number 1? Is Sharnoob now the position 4, and Lifestealer's the carry now? Baby Rabbit taking Hoodwink for the mid. So yeah, that makes sense. And Moyo then taking the Pango as a 3. Friendly 5 Jakiro. I wonder what caused this little swap around. Was Sharnoob just not confident, perhaps, playing position 1? They wanted a little swap around. I don't know. I have no idea. Well, we'll see how this little role reversal is going to do. And whether if Tommy Atkins is going to be able to have a little bit of a better time in the position 1 than what Sharnoob was in that previous match. Or this is going to be support Lifestealer, carry Shadow Demon. That is a game I would love to watch. I mean, it would probably be terrible. And they'd probably lose, but that could be very cool. It'd be interesting, at least. It'd be interesting. But pretty much every hero in the role you would expect on OnicGaming. Tabby taking the Razors the 1, Hexen in the mid, STJ taking the Darkseer for the off lane, the 4 on the Snapfire, and the 5 on the Instant Apparition. Pretty bog standard there. So we'll see how Hexen's going to be able to do in the mid up against Baby Rabbit on the Hoodwink. It's quite interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that matchup before. So I'm not entirely sure who's like properly favoured for it. I would assume it's probably like 50-50, right? Like neither one's really going to out-control or out-harass the other one. Ooh. I think so anyway. Could be wrong. But even still, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, for game number 2 between the Peons versus OnicGaming. We'll see if the Peons could be able to take this one and give them some points on the board. Surprise. I mean, with this little swap around of the position 1, we'll see how this ends up panning out. Like, maybe it was like 50-50. Maybe they were both position 1 players normally, and they just wanted to like have the choice of both playing the role. So this keeps it fair, stop one person from getting like really salty, like not playing the role they actually wanted to. So just keeping the peace, I suppose. Definitely makes sense. But then it looks like it's just going to be another even 2 for 2 on the bounties. The entirety of OnicGaming all just camping out in their triangle at the moment. Maybe seeing if anyone from the Peons was greedy, tries to go for a bounty snatch. Or maybe go for some sort of first blood play. But it doesn't feel that's going to be the case. Even the positioning from Friendly sees the fact that there's not a single person in this area. So they know exactly where the entirety of OnicGaming are.
The next day. Those who bear witness will not soon forget that.
Oh, actually, Tommy Atkins, he does show himself, and he actually manages to snatch the bounty rune. So everyone thought that it was safe and they had that one secure, but that certainly makes them change their mind. Tommy hiding up the top here. Just going to run straight past Delora. I'm not quite sure what's going on. But Friendly's actually here himself. Maybe they're trying to bait in Delora now. They might turn around for it. Actually, no, Tommy Atkins, he just wants to go back to the lane. Doesn't want to try mess around trying to battle out this ancient apparition. But Friendly's still here. And now Phaethon is coming up from behind him there with the little shredder. My Friendly made us have to try and go for the TP out, and he will go for it, and there's not going to be any sort of counter to it. So he will successfully escape. Maybe just wasting a lot of time on these 2 supports. A lot of early teleport scrolls having to be used. But I think we'll mainly focus on this mid lane for this game. We'll see how this matchup actually goes.
Who said you could stroll in
I mean, so far it's pretty even CS. 4-2 to Hexen to the 3-0 of Baby Rabbit. I think Baby Rabbit will probably be at a disadvantage for a fair amount. Doesn't have the the hugest amount of starting damage in the game. 52 up to the 63 of Hexen, who also then has the Quelling Blade on top. So I'm sure the CS is going to be skewed for a little bit, but while I'm talking about that, first blood actually happens up top. Sharnoob getting the kill onto Delora, and that's the power of a Shadow Demon. I'm sure there's probably quite a lot of Shadow Poison stacks up there, which has managed to net him that kill. You're always going to be careful when those numbers start racking up. And Phaethon just getting run out a little bit there from Freddy and Atkins. Dual breath up in a second. But SCJ just constantly right-clicking him down. Not much else he could do. Hexen doesn't actually have his bottle yet. Well, Baby Rabbit already has his, so he's going to be able to get this bottle refilled up there with the water rune. So Hexen's definitely lacking on regen for the moment, and it doesn't look like he has anything coming out yet. Okay, he's finally getting his bottle delivered. I'm not quite sure. I guess it's because he actually started off with all these items. Meanwhile, Baby Rabbit just had a minor amount of regen, and then he could build into that straight away. But actually, down bottom, STJ managed to get a kill onto Friendly in return. So just applying a little bit of pressure. But yeah, as I was saying, that is the downside of starting off with Quelling Blade and stat items and everything else, is it does delay that bottle just by that small amount. I suppose it doesn't have the hugest amount of impact because, you know, still 2 charges left. Pretty much full HP, full mana anyway. Oh, you know, Sharnoob. He's getting ran up by Delora, but again, he's trying to get that kill, but you just can't do that against a Shadow Demon. Those goddamn poison stacks, especially being level 2. Ridiculous amount of damage. We're still just a slight favour of Hexen so far. 16 and 2 for him. Ooh, that's a little bit unfortunate for Baby Rabbit. Tried to go there for the bushwhack, but that's happened to me so many times before. You try and like put the tree down on the floor there, but for some reason the acorn just targets onto the creep instead, even though you select the floor, and it just ends up hitting people. Meanwhile, looks like Friendly was picked off one more time. Phaethon and SCJ both teaming up to make sure they get that kill. I mean, it is giving a little bit of space for Tommy just to farm up, and he's actually doing quite nicely. Second in CS at the moment, 17 and 9. So quite a large chunk of denies on him as well. We have to look at net worth. Right at the top, 1830 for him. Especially when you compare that to the 1530 to Tabby. 300 gold separating at 4 minutes in. Pretty close to what it was, like 500 gold, I think, in that previous game between Tabby and Sharnoob. That's still a pretty nice gap.
What just happened?
So there's a little rotation here from Friendly. Maybe just want to get a few wards down. So I don't think they quite have the damage yet to try and go for any sort of kill. Who won game 1? OnicGaming did. Or Hexen Squad. However you know it by. I mean, this mid matchup's felt pretty even though. It's been about 50-50. I mean, sure there is, you know, a slight CS lead for Hexen, but that is just due to the fact that the Quelling Blade, just the nature of the hero having higher auto attack ability, but not that there's any sort of single damage pickup potential. I mean, now there is the fact that Rabbit has Sharpshooter. Hexen's got to be careful. All he's going to take is one Bushwhack and Sharpshooter, and he is dead. And he's going to go for it now. Pin to the side. There's the Sharpshooter, and they gets the kill. And that's just inevitable. That's going to happen. If you're like below half HP and jump against the level 6 hood, it's just without a doubt always going to happen. Tommy looks like he's actually going to get ran at behind his tier 1 tower. SCJ and Phaethon trying to find him in the trees. He has managed to cut his way out of there. But still, SCJ is just slightly faster than him. He's going to get close enough there for the Iron Shell. But Tommy's actually just going to turn around there with the right clicks. And that's enough to force SGJ back. Level 3 into Feast. Allows you to stand your ground so easily. Oh, literally. This time in the mid, Hexen manages to find the kill and return there with the use of this arena. First finding it. So at least he's able to get the return kill. So I guess there's going to be kill potential from either of these two when their ultimates are up. Actually, I suppose Hexen doesn't really have to wait. He could just put Arena down, go for the kill, even if like Baby Rabbit's full HP. But I think Baby Rabbit needs Hexen to be wounded a little bit before he can try and go for the kill. Yeah, I mean, he's like 1288 health. That's a little bit too much, even for a Hoodwink to burn through. But it looks like Friendly is just completely rotate off the bottom lane, just giving his lifesteal of just solo XP, solo farm. I mean, he has suffered for it though. He's still only level 2 at 7 minutes in, and Hexen with this haste rune, he's able to get the kill. But again, Charnoob there, he had like 7 poison stacks, and that's just always a ridiculous amount of damage. Definitely not the worth the trade just to get a position 4. I mean, it was even Rabbit getting the kill as well. Like, those stacks put him down to like only a couple of HP, and that one last right click got the finisher. Looks like Friendly's going to try and harass his Aurora. He's got to be careful because Talon's coming in. A nice use of the Ice Path. Ice Path. Ice Path. They're also going to retreat. Actually, Mo does hold on to retreat. He's jumping forwards there. Still has level 0 on the shield crash, but that drain lasted about half a second. Only stealing 5 attack. And the rotation for Baby Rabbit. The bounces around. The Bushwhack pulling him to the side. It even bounces back onto Tabby one final time. Sets off an easy kill. But now Hexen coming in there. The Cookie actually went over the top of Baby Rabbit. The spear, though, pushes him off to the side to get the kill onto Friendly, but that's that disruption save. It just lets Baby Rabbit disengage, and he's out of there. Moyos is going to be able to roll to freedom. Pethon's not going to be so lucky. He does get caught out. Hexen wants to get 1 kill at least. He's got the spear up. He's going to guess the wrong direction. Moyo able to survive, and now he's just going to get run at himself. The poison stack's coming up again, already on 4, and he could just pop it and kill it before he gets a 9. Moyo even think to get the last hit, but the Ancients. He's like, you pay, you get that kill, you get your triple. But the old Thunder High takes you down for it. That just shows the power of a Shadow Demon when you're up against the Mars lineup. You may be able to get like the Arena Spear combo into someone, but there's always going to be that disruption just to completely derail all the damage. Meanwhile, all this is going on, Tommy has just been happily free farm at his bot lane. Like, he's been not pressured whatsoever for the longest time. 3,500 gold now, like nearly 1,000 over the top of the Razor. Well, I say 1,000, about 700. I like to round up. There's a big round up though. Oh, Friendly overstepping his bounds a little bit. Not quite sure what he was looking for. But all he's found is his own death. And Delora actually ends up getting the kill. I'm sure Tabby would have loved to have that just to try and recover his game a little bit, because this time it's his turn to be at the bottom of that CS farm chart between all the cores. Oh, but in the mid, it looks like they found the kill to Charnoob with that the little shredder there from Python as well. Takes down Baby Rabbit also. Double kill for Hexen. Just kills happening everywhere across the map. And it's not even like it's one-sided kills. It's 8-8 between these two teams. Less than 1,000 gold lead. It's so evenly spread. Like, the net worth positions keep trading all the damn time. Now from those double kills, Hexen's immediately put at the top.
What a bounty!
He's going straight up for the Blink Dagger with his next item. Just a couple of braces and the Blightstone there for the stats just to pad him out for now. And looking for that big ticket item as soon as he can. And down bottom. It looks like Baby Rabbit wants to make a rotation to get this kill onto STJ. Well, there's nobody way to slow him down. Oh, he guesses it's wrong with the Bushwhack. He goes for the blind one. Allows STJ just to run away. And there's no way for Baby Rabbit to close the gap as well with level 0 Scurry. I thought maybe he might have just put a value point into it. But he decides against it. I'm quite surprised he didn't just put a value point in. Like, it's only 35 mana and it gives you a decent chunk of bonus movement speed plus tree walking. Just go for that pure DPS build though. Doesn't care about anything else. Just wants to kill people. Everything else is just second class. So Tabby just finishing up his face boots now. Working on towards the Dual Scepter as his next. Always a pretty safe item to go as a Razor. You know, you just link somebody up and then you use the Cyclone onto them so there's no way that they can retreat the damage drain. You just find the kill that way. Oh, and STJ, he tried to go for the speedy escape, but he immediately gets caught by disruption. And he's still going to end up getting caught here. No chance Tabby's actually made the rotation himself. He's going to try and run down Tommy. That's not going to be an easy kill to find. The Ice Path is going to miss as well. The Ice Path making a bit of space. But the Morpus Kisses, they still managed to find the grab onto Tommy before he can fully retreat. Moyo's now gotten involved with the Rolling Thunder. Tabby's still able to pick off the kill. Friendly also going to get caught out. And Moyo just needs to retreat on out. Baby Rabbit revving up the ultimate. Does get the finishing grab there onto Papin. And Moyo does a very aggressive jump back inwards there. Gets himself killed. And now DeLorean Hexen's here. The long range spear finds the kill. Every single member of Peons ends up getting dropped. And only the Dark Seer and the Snapfire lost in return there from OnicGaming. So fantastic turn of events there for them. It doesn't look like they're going to bother applying too much pressure onto this tier 1. I thought maybe Hexen might stick around just to pressure it out, but Sharnoob's TP down here. That should be enough to force them back. And Tabby's completely out of mana as well. So even if they do try and go for any sort of engagement, there's not really going to be any way that they can sustain it. But Armlet online though for Tommy now. So the right clicks of this lifesteal are going to hurt a hell of a lot. Especially with just increasing his farming speed. But Arena back off cooldown. I'm sure Hexen's going to be trying to find the opportunity to go for another kill there with this Arena. Only 80 gold actually now from having this Blink Dagger, so nowhere is going to be safe for pretty much any member of Peons. The only tanky one on their whole squad is the Lifestealer. Every single other person is relatively squishy, even the Pangolier. Only 1,000 HP on him. So he himself is pretty easy food. But as everyone on the side of Peons are just spread super evenly across the map, all 5 heroes just making this big ring. Just trying to spread out and soak up as much farm as they possibly can. Meanwhile, OnicGaming, they've got other ideas. They're actually going to go for an aggressive smoke here with just Hexen's Glorious going to jump forwards there. They found Baby Rabbit. The Ice Blast coming out on top just to get the finisher. And the poor old Squirrel gets taken out before any response can come in. And that is just the perfect target. Just delaying out this Hoodwinks game as much as you possibly can. He's going to apply a little bit of pressure there onto Tommy, but I mean, this is a very tanky Lifestealer. Not a huge amount you can really do to him at this point. Unless you get like an arena engagement and you actually successfully manage to get the spear onto him before he can get the rage popped. Friendly also trying to work into his own Yules. Phaethon just trying to find him. The cookie, ooh, not quite in range. Friendly's going to be able to get out. Actually, the Ice Blast, Friendly, he walks back into it! Oh no! He's probably going to end up only one more right click. There it is. Phaethon finds him through the trees. That was very, very unfortunate for Friendly. Tried to go for the juke, but the vision there from the Ice Blast spotted him out. Gets the damage onto him as well. Unfortunate turn of events. Hexen even got the Desolator queued up as his next item. Baby going for the Ags. Actually got a Blink Dagger queued up himself. So just wants to guarantee some sort of initiation onto anyone. Because I mean, their team is actually lacking in initiation right now. All they've really got is Moyo, and it's not exactly the fastest initiation. And look at that, he's trying to get a connection onto SCJ, but he's just using this surge, runs away from him. Moyo trying to go for a U-turn. The Bushwhack's there from Baby Rat to make a little bit of space. But the rest of the squad here, Hexen jumping forwards, he gets the connection onto Moyo, he tries to give the swashbuckle, but his swashbuckle's off to the side rather than out of it. The disruption's there to keep him alive for now, but I think he's still going to end up getting caught. The Dark Ball as well there from the Disruptor, not going to be able to get anyone. He didn't have enough mana for the pool, he does now though. He's not going to be able to get the connection onto the Hoodwink. The Mars still ends up getting dropped down, there's too much goddamn damage from the Shadow Demon. SCJ's playing around with the Hoodwink for now. Meanwhile, the rest of the squad's trying to get the kill onto Friendly. I think Baby Rabbit's just going to be able to get this kill. No, the Surge is there, gets SCJ out. Even Faithful managed to get out there as Tommy turned up to start plowing into him. So it ends up being a 2-for-1 trade. But I mean, they did manage to take down Bars, the top net worth of the game. So really, there's a very minor change in gold and XP there. I think probably the biggest thing is the fact that Arena was used. But I mean, it's only going to be a off cooldown, on cooldown for a short amount of period after Hexen respawns. So it's not exactly going to matter too much. Okay, bro. Thinking about go for a grab here onto Delora. Gets the connection there, the long range. Don't think it's enough hits from the Maelstrom, and it's not. Delora just able to survive. The Ice Path nearly got the connection as well. He couldn't find that. Phaethon doesn't know Baby Rabbit's right underneath him. Actually, they get spotted. The Yule Scepter as well as the Cookie. Use on unfortunate times the Ice Path. There's the Ice Blast as well. Too much damn ice in this game. And that looks like Friendly's going to be the next target. SCJ charging after him. He doesn't have the vacuum for another 30 seconds. He's going to carry on charging in. The Cookie there to dodge out the Ice Path as well. Get the finishing kill. Oh, they're actually going to use the Demonic Purge on. So we tried to go for the Surge, but you can't Surge when you got Demonic Purge on you. Slowed down to a cruel. And SCJ will just end up dropping. So not bad return kill there from the boys. The boys? The Peons, sorry. The boys was a game I cast ages ago. It's because they both got the in, you know, that's why. It's completely why. But now, tier 1 take finally coming in here from the Peons. They're going to try and counter push into it, but there is a few members though from OnicGaming here. Hexen's going to jump on in, going to go for the arena initiation there onto Moyo, going to focus down. The Infested keeping him alive for now, but he still ends up dropping down. Not enough time to get the swashbuckle off. Tabby's getting pretty low himself. He's got to be careful, especially now Tommy's going to be running at him. He's going to try and back out with the long-range shot there from the sharpshooter. They find the connection. Shanu, he still ends up dropping. Tabby drops, and now the spear back there from Tommy, but a nice double bushwhack. Connects onto two of them. The Lawyer's getting pretty low. Couple more right clicks, takes him down. SCJ's finally respawned. But still, Tommy's just charging the Hex, and there's nothing he can really do. The Cookie wasn't there. Another double bushwhack. Gets a connection. Ultra kill for Baby Rabbit. He's after that rampage. I don't think he's going to be able to find it though, as SCJ's trying to get himself out. Bushwhack just slightly off the mark as well. SCJ, the lone survivor there for OnicGaming. Fantastic fight from the Peons. Having a 4-for-2 trade and taking down the tier 1 tower as well. Could not have gone that much better. I mean, maybe if they got the rampage on Baby Rabbit. I'm sure that's what he was after. He's still got the Aghanims queued up, I think. Has he just got Rod of Atos coming out? Okay, no, he did go for the blink. I wasn't sure if he'd just go straight for the Glepnir or not. But now he's got the Blink Dagger. We'll see what he's able to do with this new item. Always going to set up for some easy initiations. Shanu Paythian just run right over, but they weren't looking at the screen. The disruption and the Cookie at the same time. They both wear off at the same time as well. But unfortunately for Shanu, Paythian has backup and he doesn't. And the Ice Blast even connected from across the map. They find him. I think both of them were so surprised there. They were like, oh my god, it's an enemy. Disruption Cookie, same time. It's funny how they both have the same duration. So, well, but actually to jump on Baby Rabbit with the Tommy inside him. The Cookie's there to make a little bit of space, but it's not going to be enough. He runs the wrong direction. I think he still would have ended up getting caught either way. So I guess that's even just their, just the Lifestealer combo as well with this Blink Dagger. It's not quite like a Slardar carry or anything like that, but I suppose it does the same sort of job. But now all 5 members of the Peons coming up towards this top lane. They want to try and pressure out this tier 1 tower if they can. And it is just Phaethon here on his own for now. Ooh, some jump force there from Baby Rabbit with the double damage as well. He's actually going to back out rather than trying to apply any more damage. But the roll forwards there from Moyo. The Cookie makes him a little bit of space. But nowhere near enough. And the tier 1 tower will still fall. You know, Hexen's down bot, just pushed in the tier 2. Getting a little bit of farm. He's working close towards that Desolator now. Only 300 gold off. Oh, again, Baby Rabbit just constantly just appearing around the map, just applying so much pressure, forcing people off the tier 1 tower.
Cheers, bro.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Bounty.
That's a lot of Blink Daggers queued up there for STJ. I think he really wants that item next. or he could just go straight for the Guardian Breeze. We'll have to wait and see. But his first time was actually the Aghanim Scepter, which is quite interesting. Actually, he's going to even pop down the illusory wall. I mean, it forces the Rolling Boulder there from Moyo, but even still, SUJ's probably going to end up getting caught here. The Demonic Purge on top. Faithful is there to make a bit of space. So really this ends up being a trade of ultimates. But yeah, so Iron Shell, 2 charges, increased duration by 20 seconds, price 200 HP. And meanwhile, I was talking about that. Baby Rabbit finding another kill yet again. Just onto the position 5. But hey, a kill is a kill. All more money for the War Machine. And Baby Rabbit's got to be careful. He's actually completely out of mana. The Hexen. Oh, he jumps forward just to get a connection to Shanu. Baby Rabbit able to slip through the net. I think that's a trade Shanu gladly give his life for. Baby Rabbit even getting a bottled regeneration when he has 0 mana left. Gaben smiles upon ye. Friendly though. Maybe getting gone on here by Hexen. The nice Yule Scepter Ice Path combo keeps him alive for now, but not long enough though. Actually no, Baby Rabbit's there to lend a little help now. He's chucking out the right click, but doesn't do anything against the arena wall, stopping all that damage. Moyo jump on in, gets hit by the Ice Blast as well as the Warm's Kisses on top. He's going to have to use this Rolling Boulder again just to escape. I mean, hey, it's keeping him alive. So I suppose it's doing its job. Jump forward, Baby Rabbit again. He's trying to get through the pickoff onto that Ancient Apparition. Super easy kill to get. It also provides a huge amount of benefit to the rest of his team in the team fights. So a worthwhile target just to remove straight away. Well, Tommy has still been happily farming. Like, he appears every now and then for an engagement when he needs to. But then as soon as that's over, he's back to farming and he turns up exactly when he is wanted. And he's keeping himself at the top of that net worth chart. Baby Rabbit now with the Aghanim Scepter online. Just even more damage online. Delora is mad. It's like Baby Rabbit is just seriously hunting him down. So much hate towards this poor old Ancient Apparition. Delora feels it. He feels the hate. And there's not much you can really do to survive it either. I mean, you can get an Aeon Disc, but I mean, you can get the Aeon Disc, but then it's got a very long cooldown. Meanwhile, Sharpshooter has a very short cooldown. 45 seconds to the Aeon Disc's 105. So he can hit you twice in the time that the Aeon Disc is on cooldown, which is stupid. And now Destiny online for Hexen as well. So they've all got their sort of next round of items online now. Tabby, I guess he just wants to finish up his S&Y, but no, the team's going to go for a smoke play either way. They're like, we just can't wait anymore. We have to make something happen. S&Y or not. And they're making their move towards the top. And with that observable, they see a couple of members of the Peons heading in this area. They see the Shakira. Obviously, that's not quite the primary target they want. They want to find a juicier target than that. And they're going to head into the back lines. They're actually going to find Baby Rabbit as well as Shaw. But oh, the quick reaction of Baby Rabbit. There's even the Yule Scepter there from Shanu. Actually, no, it was from Toby. They completely destroyed each other. Shanu still ends the game caught. Friendly's probably the drop. The vacuum pulling the ball back in. Hexen still them drop it down to Demonic Purge. The re-engagement as well from Moyo as well as Tommy to shred the back lines. Did plenty of damage there. The Woman's Kisses coming out, trying to focus on Baby Rabbit, but the Squirrel was just too damn quick. And now Tommy's up close and personal. The Snapfire trying to cookie out. This is only delaying the inevitable right now. And they take her down. So it ends up being a 3 for 2, but it's just the supports on the side of the Peons to drop. Meanwhile, it's the supports plus Hexen that falls for OnicGaming. Nice Jules, by the way. That was... Yeah, that was a little bit of miscommunication in the team there, I think. Just that really quick reactions there from Baby Rabbit to get that Blink Dagger off to the side, avoids the arena, and able to just re-engage from the sides. And those are sort of quick fingers that really turn these games around. Ooh, Tabby. He's actually TP down here to push in this wave. That's going to be a really easy kill there for Baby Rabbit. Goes to pushback, gets the connection. Oh, he was set. What? How did that destroy? What? Okay, there's a disruption there from Shanu to keep him in place for now. But it's the S and Y actually. It's reducing all these cooldowns. He's going to try and stand his ground, but still ends up dropping. Okay, that makes sense. Is that the S and Y? I was wondering why he just all of a sudden survived. That was ridiculous. But he still fell. But now 26 minutes in, only a 4k gold lead. It's not exactly the hugest margin, and this is the biggest lead it's been in the entire game. So it's been a pretty even matchup so far. But I think when it's sort of going towards late game, I think the peons are favoured. So there's a little bit of a time pressure for OnicGaming to start stepping things up a little bit. Kicking this game into the next gear. And maybe they might just wait for the next arena. I was literally just like, wait, arena? It's just been used? What? Oh, down bottom. Oh, it's pretty dead. Never mind. Okay. I guess they wait for the next arena again. As obviously it was just a position 5 pick-off. Not quite enough to try and mount any sort of aggressive play. Only lacking the Jakiro.
Illusion.
Up top. So Outclass coming out. They want to try and find Baby Rabbit. They actually spot him in the trees. They get the connection as well. But Hexen, his Blink Dagger was on cooldown. I think he used it to actually get up here. And that just allows Baby Rabbit to fly away with the scurry. So easy to disengage this hero. And they think he's up the top there, but he's already long gone. Well, actually. Turns around for a second, but again. Just blinks on out. This is too damn slippery, this guy. He's actually going for the Octarine Core as his next item as well. Just to make this wombo combo come offline even quicker. Or online, I should say, not offline. Looks like accidentally able to find another kill. Actually, STJ gets the kill there with the Iron Shell. But that's a little bit more of a high priority kill. They take down the Pangolier. Actually, the time Hexen jumped on in, sees Tommy, and actually manages to get the spear successfully into the side. Morse Kiss is coming out, but it doesn't matter. He pops the rage. They're still doing quite a bit of damage there onto the back lines. But now Faithful has to try and get himself out there. Tommy B's laying into him. Nice cooking 4-star, gives him the space. But STJ is also lucky, gets hit by the sharpshooter. And he ends up blowing up there from the Shadow Demon. Friendly there with the lifesteal inside him. Wants to try to disengage the arrow. It's actually off the mark. Now he's just going to pop out, start laying into Hexen. The God's Rebuke finishes off the Jakiro. But now Tabby's here with the static link with the charge forwards. But Sharnoob gets the connection there with the disruption to hold him back for now. God's Rebuke actually off the mark there from Hexen as well. With the 4-star forwards with the spear. It looks like they will manage to find this kill onto the Shadow Demon. It's just the lifesteal and the Hoodwink left. But Mayo is back up and alive. He's going to use the Rolling Thunder, but everyone on the side of OnicGaming is already disengaged. Actually, I say that they haven't. Dolores left stranded, all on his own. And he is the one that gets caught. Baby Rabbit even dropping the tip. Just to further the hatred between these two. But it's not proper hatred. It's friendly hatred. It's the kind of hatred that we all hold dearly in our hearts. Tommy trying to work in towards his AC as his next item. Still a couple of thousand off. But he's definitely closing in. Well, Hexen still trying to build, going for a BKB as his next item, and then he actually has the Aghanims queued up. I've not seen anyone build the Aghanims for this guy in a really long time. I remember when it first came out, it was really broken. Like, you would just press it and everyone would just be taking a bajillion damage. But it did get slightly nerfed, which made it drop off a fair bit. But Hexen's going for a bit of blast from the past. He's going to give it another go and see how it turns out. But that is an Aghanim Scepter there, finished up for Sharnoob. So now you've got this really annoying ability, which now has 3 charges. You're just going to chuck 1 on the Mars, 1 on the Darkseer, and 1 on the Razor. And these 3 heroes are just going to be crawling around. And it's like, what can they really do? I don't think it purges static link damage, does it? I'm pretty sure they can't. I mean, it says removes positive buffs. I don't know if that... Well, it says it cannot be dispelled, but I think that just means the target, right? The target cannot be dispelled. Nah, probably not. I imagine it's probably not dispellable. Otherwise, it would just be crap, really. It would be crap. If you could just, like, use one little purge and just get rid of the main thing that makes Razor any good. It would suck pretty damn hard. It looks like quite a few people there from the Peons gathering up towards the top. But even with this smoke play, they're going to try and go for the kill onto Payton. Oh, the bushwhack! He's actually off the mark. It misses somehow. I don't know how. Tommy's trying to run forwards, but the 4-star there gives him the escape. Tabby now getting involved there with the static link. Able to get a little bit of damage off the lifesteal, but not quite a lot. Now it's going to be a disruption to try and destroy this. So going on for a follow-up kill. The cookie there to safety. With a long-range boomerang and the jump forward again. Baby Rabbit finds him, gets the godlike. Now the rest of the team sort of in disarray. And I don't think there's any way to really defend this tier 2 without your Razor. Actually, never mind. Hexen thinks there is. He jumps forward. He gets the kill onto the Jagiro. That's just the position 5. Now maybe with this rolling boulder going forwards. Going to try and hold back the backlines. Shining's probably going to pay him for this, but it doesn't matter. He's brought everyone into a tight, close corner. Tommy wants to just kill them all. He gets one. He gets two. Wants to try and fix another one with the buyback here from Tommy. Tabby, he wants to try and make something happen out of this. Moose just sat there like a rock. Wants to try and get out of there, but I don't think he's going to be able to escape. Actually, no, Baby Rabbit gets a nice bushwhack onto the two of them. But it seems like they just don't quite want to engage. Another swashbuckle down to the low ground. OnicGaming, but still on the charge. Another double bushwhack. Connects on two, and Hexen ends up paying his life for this move. He ends up dropping. And now Tabby and STJ have to get themselves out of there. And that was a buyback on the Razor, and all they find is 2 kills on the supports, and they still hemorrhage several losses. And that was an 8k gold lead in the favour of the Peons. And it's just looking worse and worse as every fight goes along. And it looks like Baby Rabbit's found another. Oh, he just released his sharpshooter a little bit too late. The static resistance is too damn annoying with those sort of abilities. So Tabby's able to just get himself out of there. Static link again, only having a really short duration. So not able to take much damage whatsoever.
His middle tower is under attack.
Now Tommy just going to beat into the tier 2. There is going to be a glyph there just to force him back for now. And Baby Rabbit wants to try and finish it off himself.
Tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
With this Octarine core, just all these spells are off cooldown so damn quick. Got the minus cooldown talent as well as the Octarine core. Makes Bushwhack a 7.5 second cooldown. Which is pretty damn nuts for an AoE stun. So there's Boomerang on 13.5, 13.8 for Sharpshooter. Just so much upkeep on the side of this Hoodwink. And now as well with a Kaya Sanj. Sanj and Kaya, that's the one. No, Yashikaya. Oh my god, I was trying to remember the goddamn name of the item off the top of my head without having to look, but I completely got everything the wrong way around. I kept thinking of Sanj for some reason. I was like, what the hell? Why am I getting this so wrong? But smoke play now coming out from OnicGaming. They want to try and find something. They've lost the last several team fights in a row now. They need to try and get some sort of positive outcome out of engagement. And they want to try and find the backlines. Oh, they actually see Moyo teeping into the creep wave for the get. The spear actually misses from Hexen. Allows Moyo just to get the roll out there as well as the infest on top. This Razor just gets caught out, gets the Yule Scepter off defensively, but he's got no HP left. He's going to come down. Nice cookie off to the side, keeps him alive for now. Tommy wants to try and finish it. He will now get the grab. Tabby ends up falling. Now it's a long respawn timer. Faithful gets caught out as well. The disruption keeping Hexen locked back. SGJ has to try and run away. Baby Rabbit's into the backlines. Wants to try and get the push back onto it. Can't find the connection onto SGJ. But it looks like they're going to change their target and just focus onto Hexen. No chance for the Mars. Just 3 quick deaths there on the side of OnicGaming. Not finding anything in return. It looks like Tommy's going straight into the Roche pit. Wants to just get this H on light. And this is 36 minutes in. And that's the first Roche, and they don't even care about it. They're like, we don't need the Aegis. Just get some structural damage on the go. Take down this tier 3. Probably the whole set of barracks. They got a minute without the position 1 or 2 to try and help defend this. Glyph will push it back for now. There's a creep wave already coming in. Especially with the liquid fire spam from friendly. Just makes it so easy pushing towers, reducing their attack speed to nothing. So objective gains. All tier 3 plus the barracks all get taken down. Still 30 seconds before the main 2 people come back alive. They could maybe still go into the Roche pit now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And a little observer would actually there spots him going for it. But even so, they're just going to roll straight into this pit. We'll see if OnicGaming are going to try and make any sort of counterplay. Ooh, the Morgan's Kiss is used there from Faithian. A little bit confusing. Don't know why, but doesn't find anything. Oh, maybe he was trying to get the pick off there onto Sharnu. He's pretty damn low. Maybe still, Roshan still ended up going down. Did they just give it over to Baby Rabbit? No, Tommy says he wants it. Even though I don't really see him dying this game. But even if somehow they get the arena spear initiates onto him, there's always going to be disruption to keep him alive. Hexen, he manages to get the Soda Key onto friendly, but everyone's coming in response. He goes to the BKB, but he doesn't have a TP. He can't just get out of there. He's going to get ran down. The spear can't do that because of the rage. He gets picked off. They actually get the spot there onto Patreon as well. The open wounds. Oh, nice pushback. Gets a connection onto Tabby. That's a really high priority target. Nice use of the vacuum there. Pulling in Baby Rabbit does quite a bit of damage. Even Tommy getting quite slow. I'm not sure they're going to be able to find this kill there. Pushback, making even more space. Tommy just pops the rage and easily able to retreat out. Well, actually think about going back in. I mean, he does have the Aegis. So it's not like he has to really play scared, especially seems how the Mars is gone. And now Tommy's just going to find a double damage rune. He actually sent back the Illusionist cape, which I'm quite surprised about. I would have thought he would just... It's such a strong ability. Strength, agility, plus a pretty decently powerful illusion. Like, you could use that to shove out waves and everything. I mean, I'm sure if he had like a Maelstrom, he probably definitely would. So that way it's a lot easier to push out waves. You could just send one of those at any sort of target and it'll clear it out pretty easily. It looks like Baby Rabbit nearly got the soda kill there onto Tabby. But now maybe a little counterplay coming out. SCJ charge force the vacuum. It comes in too late. Baby Rabbit gets the blink dagger out. SCJ's still charging in here. Got to be careful. He's completely on his own. Pushback a little bit off the mark again there from Baby Rabbit. Actually going to try and turn this around there with the Demonic Purge. Hold him in place. Another Bushrat the Cookie this time, getting him out of reach. It does make him survive. And now Hexen's respawn. Go for the arena and the spear combo. Disruption keeps him alive for now. Cost Sharnu his life. And I think still Baby Rabbit's going to die. 10 kill streak going over towards Delore of all people. I am really surprised he did not tip him there. I'm sure he would. Actually, while all that's been going on, they've lost an entire set of barracks. Maybe Tommy and Friendly just completely take out a whole set. Space created gets dropped. I mean, okay, that is then a 100% good trade. Sure, you give away a 10 kill streak, but it only goes to Delora. So just the position 5 to get some money. No one on the side of Peons really cares about that. Oh, going forward to SJ. They see Friendly. The easiest kill in the world. A very ambitious TP there from Friendly. He's like, I can do this. I can make it out alive. Can you though? Hexen. Still just charge forwards with the surge. He gets a spawn to Mayo, but again there's a little roll up. And then the actual roll and thunder straight after. It's just so difficult to try and get the grab onto this guy. Oh no, he blink taggers into the tiny pot. He's going to bounce back out. They see him. They're like, what the hell is going on? Now they're going to jump back in. The vacuum is off the mark. The arena, though, does get the connection onto Melio. They pin him off to the side. It's only Sharnu here, which isn't going to be enough. The disruption connects only onto the Mars. But now Tommy's here also. The Demonic Purge onto Hex. And he goes, tries to give the TP out, but there's the Abyssal Blade. You can't escape like that. Now Hexen drops, even going to find the grab here onto SCJ, the Demonic Purge. He can't get out of there. Even the disruption, they get the grab onto Pathan, tries to come in, lend a helping hand. They actually managed to get a return to onto Shah Noob at least. The boomerang as well as the sharpshooter takes down Pathan, trying to help out. Or Pathan. I need to remember that's how, well, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Pathan. God damn, man. Every time. Every damn time. But again, another 3 pickoffs there for the Peons. I just need to adjust my fan. So I'm very anxious about this fan being in the wrong position and it's just sort of like blowing on the mic and that's all you guys can hear.
Is a great conductor.
It's more for fun.
Now, despite the fact of how like far in the lead Peons really feels, they just don't seem to have the confidence to try and push forward and start taking some main objectives. I mean, the Aegis is about to wear out. It's not really got the best use out of that. They're still actually hanging about on this high ground. Tommy is just slowly whacking into it. Most of his team wasn't even nearby by the time he was going for this. The sharpshooter grab actually getting connection there onto Tabby from afar. Despite the fact that it doesn't even give vision anymore, which is kind of annoying. Oh, the pushback long range! They actually get a connection there onto Tabby. He's going to force his BKB just to get himself out there. Goes to static link. Gets a little bit of duration, but again, it's not that much. Macropyre as well, that's going to try and run at Tabby. The BKB's about to wear off. He gets caught. Hexen jumping into the backlines. Looks like he will manage to find the kill onto Shah Noob, but even still, SCJ is going to end up losing his life. Or is he? No, he's not. He's actually able to get himself out of there, but the sharpshooter onto Hexen gets him pretty low. Still hiding in the trees. He's going to try and walk out, but Bay Rabbit's on his tail there with the blink dagger. They find him in there. Double buybacks coming out from the side of OnicGaming. They want to try and push the Peons back. And they're going to try and disengage now. Hexen jumping forward, but there's nothing to actually get the spear connection onto. Just pushes him off to the sides. But he's still after something. He's pushing out. They actually managed to find the pick up there onto Berry onto side. That's a perfect target. Looks like Mo will probably end up getting caught out here as well. He's just turning around back and forth in this little run up. Go for the swashbuckle. He's probably going to end up dying here soon. Actually, he's forcing quite a lot of the team to chase after him. Meanwhile, Tommy and Friendly are still just sort of playing around. Now Tommy's going to go for the BKB TP out. No cancel on the side of OnicGaming there for that. But able to clear up Friendly as well. So at long last they get a pretty decent fight. I mean, it cost them the buyback onto the Razor and the Mars, their 2 main cores. But they're at least able to get 4 kills in return. A little bit of a XP and gold swing in their favour. And obviously you stop the beggars. So a victory for Onic. But now they're going to have to be very, very cautious. If the Mars or the Razor gets caught out in the next engagement, or if just in a general pickoff, you can bet your ass the Peons are just going to run down mid. And just try and close this game out with the advantage in their favour. Ooh, actually, SUJ just finished up a Cypher Vice now. This guy is farmed. He's got so much damn dosh. Like, he's a full 10,000 gold over his position 1 as the offlaner. Like, sort of just trying to put the whole team on his shoulders at the moment. Oh, Faven. Getting caught out once again.
What just happened? I can't believe what we're seeing! I can't believe what we're seeing! What just happened?
I'll turn the fan off for now. I'll turn it off for now. Reduce that heat, boy. Reduce the heat. So Nullifier actually queued up as the next time there from Tommy. That's really like the main reason for the Nullifier is, I mean, you've already got the 3 charges of Demonic Purge there on the side of Shah Noob, so it's not like you really need this constant purge. I mean, maybe it's just for when he's trying to go for like the solo kills, perhaps, onto SCJ, just so he can't surge away. I don't know. It sort of feels like maybe there's a different item you could get. Maybe just like something like a Satanic, perhaps. Not that he ever really needs it. He's not been dropping low in these team fights whatsoever. But again, second, Roshan ends up dropping down. Aegis Cheese and Shard all going into the hands of the Peons. Let's just give the Shard over towards Sharnoob. I mean, it's kind of an interesting one. It like constantly purges your own team whilst also healing them, I think. Castaneda's continuously dispelling them and healing for its damage values. Okay, that's pretty cool. I mean, it helps get rid of, I guess, the slows of the Ancient Apparition. They're really like the only sort of status effects that really require purge. The jump forward there from Hexen, tries to go for the spear, but it doesn't even latch onto a tree or anything. Mayo still off to the side. Nice vacuum into the two of them. But still, just all the magic community, as well as the Rolling Thunder out. We're going to be able to try and disengage. Finally, this is a pretty decently long static link here for the Razor. But still, he can't even turn around to hit him when he's just trying to run away. Faith and Tron's in there to make a little bit of space. But Tabby still just having to try and retreat. Meanwhile, in the backline, Hexen finds the grab onto Sharnoob. But now he's completely separated from the rest of his team. He's going to try and retreat back, and he does. That long-range sharpshooter shot hits onto Tabby, nearly takes him down. Tommy's trying to focus on one target. There's so much disengaged from the side of OnicGaming. Lucy will now find the kill onto the Sapphire. No, he doesn't. There is the Hex. Pushes him off to the side as well. Tommy's getting pretty low. His first life will go. He does have the Aegis though, so he can be back into this pretty soon. The jump forward there, Hexen gets the 3-man rebuke. Finishes off one. But again, the sharpshooter hit takes down Tabby. He's gone for 2 minutes. No buyback. And this could be the opportunity for them to end the game. Another double bushwhack there from Baby Rabbit. Kill after kill. The buyback there from Faithum, but is this going to be enough? Another bushwhack gets the connection there onto STJ. The jump forward, they take down the Shadow Demon. Hex is in a really awkward position. Again, another bushwhack, just locking him in place. This little tree of death. You call this the bushwhack triangle. And now it's all down to STJ and Faithum to try and hold this game out. Another boomerang, another sharpshooter shot, take down STJ. Sharnoob even dropping the cool it. The serious BM there. Classic RD2L. And I think this is just the end of the game. There is a buyback from STJ, but he's not using it. So I think the game, I think they know it's over. He's going to try his best. Hexing up on Baby Rabbit. He still actually gets the connection to Faithun in the pit. But the Ancient just going to fall to the creeps. And a classic way to end the game. The throne exploding in glorious fashion. But that is Peons taking the game number 2. Closing out this series 1-1. So just a couple of points split between the two of them. Didn't want you to get eliminated already. You gotta love the BM, man. You gotta love the BM. That's what makes this whole league worthwhile, you know. Really adds the flair. But yeah, again, nice victory there from Peons. Able to build a nice early lead and managed to keep it. This Baby Rabbit was really hitting it off that game. Just doing so much damage and so much work across the map. It was pretty difficult for OnicGaming to gain any sort of purchase in it. Just all their supports were getting picked off continuously from this overwhelming amount of damage. And unfortunately, the Razor just sort of wasn't able to do anything. I mean, we saw in that last fight, he got like a full-length static link off. He had like plus 200 and something damage, but he couldn't really stay on top of anyone to use it. He just constantly had to retreat. The Lifesteal was on his ass the entire time, beating into him. Bushwhacks would just be thrown out to and fro there from Baby Rabbit as well. It was just so difficult for them to get on top of anyone and get the kills. I mean, they could find Sharnoob and the Jakiro pretty easily. Well, I wouldn't say easily, but they could find those kills. Mainly it was just from Hexen being able to jump into the backlines. Well, it just wasn't enough to really keep themselves in that game. They do end up losing it. But hey, it is a 1-for-1 split. It's not like they can really be that mad about that outcome. Just sharing the points. Keeping teams both happy. Moving into the next phase. Well, next round of the league. As there's still another 5 weeks, I think. No, yeah, it's 5 weeks in total. That was week 2. So there's 3 more weeks of group stages. And then obviously it goes into playoffs, sorry. Whew, a gassy. But yeah, that's how that series ends. So GG, well played to both these two teams. I am going to head off now. It's late for me and I need some dinner. But thanks for tuning in, guys. If you've enjoyed the series, please think about following me on my Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. All the links are on my profile. Any sort of help I get, I thoroughly appreciate. So hopefully you guys share the love.